It's around the lunch table.
It's your boys, J and Z.
Let's get rowdy up in here.
You know, I never meant to let you down. Could have gave you anything. Could have gave you everything. Oh, whoa. My something. Why do good girls like bad guys? I like that truck, though, with the fucking wolves on it. I feel like if you got your heart broken. Have you ever had your heart broken?
Reasonably.
You have. What's your process? I don't think you're a wolves on the truck kind of guy.
I think I'm going to just take a day or two and then keep moving.
Just lick the old wounds, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. Sit back, rub some dirt on it, lick the wounds.
Yeah. Take a day or two and
It's got to happen.
keep moving, you know?
I'm more of a...
What's your process is probably like a long, drawn out...
No, I distract myself with projects, I've noticed. Even if it's not relationships. I'm like, oh, this thing happened. I don't like it. I'm going to build a time machine. And it just doesn't
That's
happen.
about right, yeah.
Yeah. Gets fucked.
Yeah, you do that. You're like, dude, you want to do this? Do you want to put this up? I'm like, I mean, sure.
It's 2 a.m. on a Tuesday.
I know. I'm like, sure, I guess.
I can't sleep.
And you're like, what, you don't want to? I'm like, not really.
When is the most cracked out you think you've ever seen me?
Like, actually cracked out? Or just like, you just did a thing, I was
saying,
like, wow.
No, I'm just saying, I mean, it could be either. I'm not going to say what it was, but just like one of those moments you're like, oh shit, he's on one.
The Halloween, probably.
Oh, well. Yeah.
That was
Your POV was funny.
That was probably the most fucked up I've ever seen you. Dude, there was something out of a movie, dude. I don't think I've ever seen that fucked up.
Yeah.
I was fucking pissed, dude. But then, like, I couldn't talk. I was literally actually angry, and I was like yelling at you. But then, like, halfway through, I just started laughing because I'm like looking at you. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh man.
Yeah, that was probably up there.
Well, I forgot about that one, so mine's not going to compare.
But when you're fucked up, you're a little scary a little bit.
Scary?
Not like actually scary, but like you get so careless. Like, I think for a long time I was under the impression that like, oh, like I'm glad Jack's here, like in case like I get a little out there, then he'll draw me back. No, it's gotten to a point where you don't actually have the ability to do that to me. You just get so fucking careless.
That's not true. I mean, I'll get careless when I'm still responsible. Definitely still responsible. I'll get careless, but like I can still reel
I mean,
it back
in terms of like who, like I'm actually like, it's got to like sometimes now I'm like, I wonder what the fuck Jack's gonna be. What's Jack gonna be doing, dude? Welcome back to Stop Run Lunch episode
154.
Episode 154. Let's skip the sponsors.
Yeah, fuck them. Actually, we got to say Atlas Aeration. That's it, because they actually did step 1 of 12 in our yard.
Okay. Well,
shout out Atlas Aeration for after a year and a half going through some chapter 11s.
well, it's free, so I mean, still complaining when it's free, but
he got a website.
that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
and the whole thing was his promise. But you know what? The weeds were sprayed. So don't worry, all customer, we're just bashing on him like he's shitty. No, me. But he's not like that towards paid customers. So if you pay for it, it'll be a top-notch service. But Atlas Aeration, making your lawn look like our pubes. Check them out. Atlas Aeration, making your lawn feel funky fresh, which hopefully will be in time. Please come through for the Jimmy Buffett birthday party. I'm excited.
Yeah, we have flyers. Jack has flyers.
Did you like the flyer?
I did.
I thought it was clever.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, good.
Yeah. I like how when you sent the flyer and then all you did was change the time and then you sent the same flyer with the
because I'm making sure it's like, hey, is everyone approving this? Because it's like, it's our house, you know?
It's your party. You know what? I mean, remember all the time I was like, oh, I can't wait for your birthday because every single time something happened, you're just like, dude, it's your birthday. So it's your birthday.
Yeah. Are you going to sing happy birthday to me 27 times?
No.
I did it for your 28th.
I didn't want that.
But you kind of did.
No.
I think at
never
the end
did.
of it, on the flight home, you were like,
No.
They do care. They
You
do care
know
about
why? Because that's how you think. That's not how I think. Like at one point, like you'll sit there and you're like, this is something they care enough. I don't.
Yeah, because we did.
I know, but I don't think like that, and you know that. I don't care.
What makes you think that people care?
Very minimal, easy interactions.
Really?
Like just the typical ones we have every day, and I don't need to be reassured. As long as I have the same interaction with you, I've had every day.
We've known each other almost like 20 years. We already know we care about each other.
I just need the basics. I need the simplicity. I just need.
What about someone new? What about someone new?
If it's someone new, I don't give a fuck. I don't need any. Like if they don't, I'm not gonna be like, they weren't
say,
singing very loud.
Say they, like you guys are getting along. You're like, okay, we might become good friends. Like how do you know that they care about you? Are you like what?
I'm a little things guy.
What are your love languages? Is it like gifts or acts of service?
It's
compliments.
I'm a little things guy. Hey, got you Zen. Was thinking about you. No shit.
Oh,
without me asking, huh?
Wow.
Yeah,
I like that.
Like I'm not the. Oh God, they didn't even call me on my birthday. They didn't even stop by, and I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I don't.
It's the little things guy. You are a little things guy. You got me a Red Bull on Saturday, and I felt that. I did.
We always do that.
Well, yeah, but I guess.
But yeah, it's the little things.
I'm saying it's still the spark is still there. I still feel it.
Lots of lots of the little things paint the big picture. If you will.
It takes many of little brush strokes to make a big canvas.
Yeah. If you watch the pennies, the dollars will watch themselves.
So anyways, also patreon.com/ATLT for episodes early-ish and exclusive content, etc., etc.
I do have a question. I
was gonna introduce that at the end of the last episode.
Cliffhanger.
Z said that he had a question for
I had a question because, so I think it was a little over a year ago, if I'm not, there was a great question, probably one of the greatest questions I've ever received. And that was, for those of you who probably don't know the reference and what I'm referencing, I will review really quick. And that question that was so great was, does Chewbacca have a human dick or one of those red rocket things that dogs have? George Lucas won't respond to my emails. That was a great question, and we laughed about it. This is also a great question, and it's also just as nasty. Okay, so does Fiona from Shrek squirt green or clear?
Ew! I just sent you a Fiona thing this week, which is a weird comment to say.
I didn't write this question, okay? It was asked. Well,
I feel like everything they did was green. Because remember when he like...
That was earwax.
But he like squirts his ears and they're green.
Well, does he jizz green?
I don't know. I would say
it's still what?
I could see yours as like yellow.
But like...
Isn't squirt technically pee?
I don't know.
I've also
That's
heard...
not a question for me.
I've also heard...
It's not a question for me, I'll tell you.
I've also heard, or I've read... Every time I say heard, I say read, basically read on Twitter.
But what? Hey, like when because like guys, it's kind of like it kind of like pops out of there something, or sometimes it just falls, depending.
Talking about cum,
yeah,
or kind of goes like
what it for girls though sometimes, and you can see it on videos. It looks like there's someone with like a fucking water balloon, and a
lot of that.
I know it's fake. I know a lot of them I've heard are fake
because they're like, and there's
but squirting is real.
It is real. What I remember from like Twitter or something is like, it's like scientists still don't know what it is. I'm like, how the fuck do we not know
That's
what
not
it
true.
is? That's
I
not
don't
true.
believe it. I don't believe it.
No,
we know
it's like pee, right?
I don't know. It has to be, right? Because it's very watery.
Yeah.
It's not.
But the thing is, in every porno you've ever seen, it's never been like.
But then again, when she gets wet, that's not pee.
No, but I don't think that shit's pee coming out.
Exactly. So the squirt is not pee, right?
You know the porno where it's like, oh, like stepson woke me up in bed. She's gonna have like yellow early morning pee at that point, and it's still clear. So it's like
I don't think it's pee.
You've ever had that like?
Oh God, I'm scared of what you're gonna
that
ask.
fucking pee like after a long night.
Yeah.
And you're fucking sitting there, you're like, you gotta put your arm up, and you're like, oh, like, not about the smell, just like the look of it. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
It's like, what happened here? Looks
your
like
body is recovering.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking like chicken broth.
Like chicken stock, yeah.
Yeah, God.
I love me some chicken stock, dude.
Yeah. No, Shrek and shit. There's actually like a Shrek like.
So does Fiona's tits? Are they like?
Oh, it's green and black.
Are the nipples like black?
It's green and black.
Or they're like
I just
like a
know.
dark brown.
It's green and
Their tits?
Brown.
Their nipples?
but she was white. It's not green and pink. We know that. There's no way.
Honestly, it's got to be green and pink.
It's green and black.
This is a gross fucking.
No, because like, have you never like in the show
when you asked me to ask this question last time, I didn't because I was like, oh my god, the places we're gonna go with this, not a way to end the episode. And then I asked in the beginning of this one, and now we're just going off the rails.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I actually have a different question for you.
It's pink, definitely.
If you look at like the contour lines of her animation, it's black.
Are you
I'm just
fucking
kidding.
dumb?
I have no fucking clue.
No, because when she goes, it's gonna be pink.
Oh, the inners.
Yeah,
Aren't they always pink?
I would think.
Oh no.
This is fucking gross. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Sorry. Is there so you and I are culturally different, or sorry, not culturally. Skin color is different. Is there a word like the N word that is for Puerto Ricans that you know of?
Hello.
Hello. Goodbye.
Not that I know of. Not that I say.
No, I'm not saying you. I mean, only you could say it, but I'm saying like, is there one that's just like you don't say that to Z
I don't think so. I think African Americans have their own unique
thing? It's like a word.
because of the fact that they were in slavery before. And
Oh,
that's
okay. Got it. Does like
So I think that translates a little strongly.
do you guys
to the-
have like an action?
like
or like
I think the same way with like other people. It's like of other ethnicities. Most of the time, there's not as bad. Like African Americans, like the N word, and usually that's like the big one amongst all
Yeah.
because of the fact that they were.
it's the context.
Yeah.
Well, it's
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like in Asian cultures, you're not supposed to put your chopsticks straight up and down. That
No, in like
means
the Middle
bad
East,
meat.
apparently, like, and I saw Louis C.K. on Tom Segura's podcast. He was talking about he was in a taxi in New York, and this guy, taxi driver, was from Afghanistan, and this lady flipped him off, and he was like, "Did you know in my country, I could get out and beat her to death, and go drive off, and come back a week later, and she'd still be laying there." Apparently, that's something you really don't.
shit.
He's like something you kind of makes you think a little bit. Over there, like they just do shit like that, and it's just like, oh,
It's just mass. I feel like you'd like it over there.
why? Because you think I like killing people?
No, I don't think you like killing people. I think you like.
I would like it in Afghanistan. Yeah, it's great this time of year.
No. I'm saying
Why the fuck would I want to go to the Middle East?
I'm not even saying I wouldn't. I think you like the lawlessness.
Oh yeah.
I think if you, yeah, exactly. If you
Yeah,
snap,
yeah.
dude. Oh
if I snap, so you think I would just be killing people?
no. I think you'd
that.
start out with small crimes of small thievery or something, and then slowly progress your way up. You don't just hit the Super Bowl off the rip. You got to do the whole preseason, main season,
Yeah, I
playoffs.
guess. I don't think I would ever resort to mass suicide, mass genocide, but
Okay, I wasn't saying like you're gonna be a dictator or anything. I'm just saying like I think in that kind of environment, Z knowing the environment,
I couldn't live there. They don't have good internet.
that's true. Well, there's Starlink now. It's probably like 300 down. It's crazy.
I'm not gonna go there and assume
And try. So that's your only thing. So they have good internet. You're good. They have cable probably. They don't have fiber for sure. We don't even have
no
fiber.
flooring, but great internet. Yeah, I'm
What's in
sure.
the sky?
I'm sure it's not bad.
I'm
but
saying you going there
why would I want to go there?
because I could see you like something happens in life and you're like, you
Okay,
know
if
what?
something
Fuck
happens
it.
in life, that's not the fucking place I'm going.
But you're like
I'm going to
you-
like a beach somewhere. I'm not going to the fucking Middle
but
East.
beaches are expensive. Middle East, buy a fucking
no,
hut
it's not
for
expensive
20
here in the
grand.
middle of fucking nowhere.
A beach?
Yeah.
They're usually public. You can't just buy property on a beach in nowhere.
Go somewhere uninhabited.
Like an island?
Yeah.
Private island?
Yeah.
What would you do there?
5, dude. I would just
Exist.
chill. Put up a hammock. I'm set.
Food, water, nothing. It'll come to me. Yeah, no.
I'll learn to live from the land, dude.
No. I think we had an argument about this once. You said-
Hop across rock to rock and tide pools with a stick and make a spearfish.
Dude, 12 hours of realizing that's you got to be like 10 times faster than that little fish. You're going to be very frustrated.
Yeah, I'd assume so, but
But you're gonna master it.
Yeah,
No,
I would take classes before I went out there.
what I am saying is, I could see you. You know, hey, I'm gonna go to Afghanistan, and I don't know when I'm gonna come back.
I think you're dumb, dude.
No,
That's what I
I'm
think.
serious. I think
You're serious?
I think the lawlessness.
That's why you're
the
stupid. 'Cause
Chaos.
You think I would go to a war-torn country of just fucking...
They're rebuilding.
They don't even have like a fucking government. Afghanistan?
We're kind of anti-government.
Why the fuck would I go there? I don't even like their food.
Afghani food. What even food is
I don't
that?
know. Probably fleas. You know,
That was.
I'm gonna have to edit that out.
I don't want to edit that out. It takes forever. Fuck. No, it's fine. I understand.
Well, I guess we'll find out if they have internet there.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, man.
No,
But seriously,
you don't have to apologize to me.
they don't
Apologize
have-
to
no,
them.
I'm not. You know, I'm not apologizing. They don't have cuisine that I would cater to. And this guy, he's an idiot. Oh yeah, you know, if you're gonna go somewhere, it would be Afghanistan.
I think you'd go somewhere where
you know what you know where you would go. You'd go some weird fucking hippie village in the mountains, and you'd be wearing like a nightgown or something. That's what you'd be doing.
exactly.
Yeah.
And I'll own it.
And then I'd like call you back, dude. Like
I really
my whole life has changed, man. I see the world so different, and if I could I wish you were here with me so you could experience it.
Oh,
and
you would be missed. No, but
that
what
sounds terrible.
It sounds like I'm going for peace and you're going for war.
You are making this up in your fucking head.
It's yin and yang, and that's what makes this work.
If I snapped, I'd go somewhere for peace. I'd just go somewhere away from.
I think you find peace in lawless, violent areas.
That's not true. Now, if we're talking like, if this was the Wild West in the 1800s, I think there would be pretty.
It can be like that. You just got to fly over the pond. That's what I'm saying. You're talking about the Wild West here. It's the Wild West there all the time.
No, that's not the Wild West I want to live in. No.
Why?
In the fucking.
Because it's a little hotter.
If I have to explain that, like that just tells me everything anyone needs to know about
the Wild West here was like it was unexplored land.
It was also in America.
Unexplored.
A lot better of a situation than the deserts. I'm not a big dry desert guy.
No.
Do you know many people
Who said that you had chalky? Who said that? Someone said that to you.
Who?
That your skin was
Dry?
dry.
Alex said that.
Oh, Alex said that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which it's not.
It's not.
It's because she's covered 365 days, half a bottle of her fucking lotion. That's what she sounds like.
Are you a
walking around.
lotion guy?
Sometimes. But
I've tried it because I was told
my hands
that
aren't dry.
My hands are dry. My hands are dry. No, like sometimes like in the what is in the webbing here?
In the hand gooch.
In the hand gooch. Sometimes it can get a little dry, but besides that, like
That was a torture technique apparently.
use
Snipping this.
Does your thumb just go?
But
just
imagine how painful it would be in all these spots. Every time you spread your hand, it would split that. So if you were to cut,
Is that what keeps the thumb there? Is the webbing?
it doesn't literally keep it there, but like you wouldn't be able to open your hand without hurting like a motherfucker.
What's the one torture technique that you think would just be like, fuck it, I'm done. Like, kill my family, kill everything.
As
like,
much as I would think I could hold out, I don't think it would take very much.
To be honest, for me, I think it'd be like bugs. Like
I don't think they'd use bugs.
No, I'm saying like if you put me into like a vat of slugs and shit, I think
Slugs are harmless.
just a.
I would hate it too, but I could handle that. I would go.
You're just breathing in fucking slug mucus.
I
Like,
mean,
no.
yeah, it would suck, but that would take more than that for me to just to give up.
So what's your thing?
I mean, anything that involves pain.
Oh, pain.
I think pain it would be the same for you.
Well, no, yeah, I'm just
Be like,
saying.
oh, slugs. You could take my hand off, but the slugs is where I draw the line.
Draw my hand at the
Yeah.
slugs.
There's like a fucking hand saw. No, take my hand. I can't do the slugs.
That just sounds fucking awful.
It probably is.
Like,
That's like a fear factor thing.
Didn't Joe Rogan do that? He made
Yeah.
people eat like fucking ants and shit.
Yeah, they
and
did
he's
some
like,
crazy shit.
Yeah, and he's like, hey, let's put these jumper cables in your nipples and grab some motor oil and
No,
see what happens.
they did some crazy shit on there.
I remember like they would like slide down. Oh, okay. Remember in Vegas when the pyramid was like that was like cool.
Yeah.
The Luxor now is just
Yeah.
a dump.
It's an absolute dump,
Yeah.
known by many as a dump.
Yes, but when Vegas first started, it's like, hey, here's a pyramid.
Yeah, it was cool.
Is
as
it
fuck.
part of the top 7 pyramids in the world? Because I know Bass Pro Shop is the 7th biggest pyramid in the
I
world.
don't think that's up there.
The Luxor, is that
I
what
don't
it is?
think so.
But yeah, I remember they made them slide down it.
Who's they?
The Fear Factor people. You had to
I thought you meant
slide
like the construction workers. The work once they're done. All right, slide down.
Yeah.
OSHA left. Let's go.
Is that a place you'd like to live? I think a pyramid would be cool.
That'd be a cool structure.
I'd have my loft at
For
the
me,
top.
it'd be a very tall steeple for a ceiling.
Yeah.
Imagine like some fucking shit.
So
you could put up on the
if this
walls
is the
there.
pyramid, okay, look at my hand. Your room's at the top. Are you putting it like here? So there's a little bit of a point, or
Oh,
like halfway?
I'd want I'd want to look up.
Problem
into
is no windows. They never put windows in pyramid. It's either all windows or no
Well,
windows.
it's not the point of it is to have a window.
What is the point of actually building a pyramid?
Well, there's a lot of conspiracy surrounding that, which we don't have time to cover.
Well, no, I know that that's like, yeah, the way they got it done is we couldn't even do it now.
No, we
But
could not.
what I'm saying is, what is the point of an actual pyramid? Because you lose a lot of space going to a point.
Well,
You also have to file down the rocks.
just structurally, if we're talking about this, how strong that fucking thing is. Look how long the fucking Egyptian one has stood for. Not a storm could fucking blow that thing over.
Dude, did you know, like, we always talk about the Great Pyramids of Giza, like the 3 of them sitting there?
But look how wide it is at its base, and it continually is wide. It gets thinner to the top.
For a good
but it's
house, you
still
need a
wi-
good foundation.
and it's not going to. It's
It's like the wise man built his house upon the rock. Remember in
wise man
Sunday
built his
school,
cock.
and the foolish man built his house upon
on the sand.
Yeah. No,
Well, the sand, that's just stupid.
why would you? That's an idiot.
They didn't specify. Maybe
These fucking
he
ner-
was special.
These fucking nursery rhymes that they try to give us, like the foolish.
What's
man
that? What's that
built his-
one? Zacchaeus was a wee little man. And
a wee little man was he. He
climbed up in a sycamore tree. What's a sycamore tree?
I don't know, but
Very tall.
that's
tree.
another thing. This guy got like biblical recognition for climbing a tree to see Jesus.
But a sycamore tree.
Do you know how many people like went out to just like touch
But he was
him?
also obviously like a midget. But a midget climbing a tree is very impressive.
A wee little man.
Yeah, he was a midget.
A midget that climbed the. Oh.
And a midget that was a tax collector. How do you enforce such things?
Oh, you have to have guys.
Hitman.
with
He's
you.
got to have some hitmen.
Yeah, imagine
Dude,
him walking
Zacchaeus was a pimp.
Dude, Zacchaeus.
Zacchaeus.
Do you think he went to heaven? It's in the Bible.
I don't know.
Satan is also in the Bible,
But we've also had our very fair share of coverages of some of the things in the Bible. Like remember, like in church, we had a hilarious episode about which I think the funniest thing was when you were talking about because we were talking about missionaries and how remember when we were young we were told, well, if someone was never witnessed to, then
they go to heaven.
And then
Why
you're like-
the fuck would you go?
And then the missionaries. Okay, it's like so by that logic. If the missionaries go there, they're subject to be fucked.
Yeah.
So then if they don't ever hear, then they're fine.
The whole goal is like we want to get them here, but it's like if I don't show up, they go there anyways.
Yeah, it's
Deporting it. Oh my god, it's
I-
fucking stupid.
But obviously that's not true. But I mean,
Weren't they
no one knows that that's true.
Weren't they always like a little?
Well, it's like, dude,
Talking about missionaries, they're always like a little something.
they're always a little too hardy.
Yeah,
A little
it's like,
too-
What did you do?
No, that's what it is, dude.
It's what did you do?
People who are that. Okay, I hate to say it.
No, say it.
I hate to say it, but I'm saying there's a saying, and it's a guy that clean has to be dirty.
Oh,
that's exactly
dirty.
what it makes me think of. Is it's just like either. And it's also sometimes it's to compensate for a fucked up past as well.
Yeah, it's like
And it's like, oh, I'm going to
oh,
make up for all the people I heard and what a piece of shit I
all
was.
the people I touched.
And mind you, there are very well probably just old-fashioned good people out there. But I promise you, it's very minimal.
I bet.
It's very minimal.
Yeah, they go from touching kids to touching hearts.
No,
I think
and then
that it works.
But like, well, this is fucked up actually. But like, you know that we've talked about it before on the podcast. There's like that little tiny island off the coast. It's pretty far from India, but it's in the middle of the fucking ocean. Nothing around it. Now no one's allowed to go there because there's an uncontacted tribe for hundreds of thousands of years have been in this fucking island, and
they just kill each
and
other,
they're-
right?
I mean, it's just one tribe.
Oh, it's one tribe. Okay.
And they've killed people anytime that came. And then a missionary snuck on because he wanted to witness to them, and then fucking took fucking probably 20 arrows to
What'd
the
you
face.
think
And now
was
they
gonna
wear his head as a fucking head. Now they probably wear his head as a fucking headpiece.
it's
But I'm
part of
saying I just
ceremonies,
don't
yeah.
understand that part of it. It's like, okay, you're doing a good deed, and so he's paddling out to this fucking island where they're most likely probably going to eat him, skin him, and wear his fucking ball sack or something. And he's just like, you know what? It's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. It's like, get the fuck out of there.
Can I ask you something?
What?
Now that we're grown men, what do you think would have to happen in life to get you to that point?
Okay, part of me would think I'd have to lose everything.
Yeah, exactly.
And it sounds fucked up, but like I feel like I'd have to, because then you're like, you know what? I'm on a bigger mission than me now because you have nothing else left.
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know.
Scary. And I'm not
shitting on missionaries because it's not like I'm not saying they're doing bad things, but it's like the thought process of it is fucking mind-boggling.
No, you want to know the most fucked up thing? You want to know the most fucked up thing is like we have our like America's main religion is Christianity, and like go somewhere else it's Buddha or something, right? Mm-hmm. Like at the end of the day, no one knows. It's by faith, right? But we literally go over there and then try to be like, ours is better, and like fucking.
Yeah,
it's
seriously,
like what?
yeah.
It's like
Absolutely.
respect their shit. Like,
Yeah.
you're fucking gonna die. It's like you guys are fucking nuts.
And also, the guy went there. By the way, like thinking about this, so he went there to an uncontacted tribe.
How is he gonna speak to them?
Exactly. It's a language that's it's lost in history. No one else fucking speaks it. How the fuck are you gonna tell them about Jeremiah
even have
27:3?
yeah.
You can't.
He's got chat GPT
So
on him.
even if they hugged him when he got there, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
like the fuck? And they're like, oh, he said kill him.
You're just fucked. Dude, it's crazy. Especially
That's an insane.
that it sounds like a story from like the 1700s, but it's not. It was like in this century. Like it's not even like a long time thing, because there's some crazy shit that happened obviously in the 1800s. Like people were just fucking ridiculous. Like, did you know your fucking barber was also your surgeon and your dentist?
That's crazy.
In the 1800s. Imagine going for a haircut and you're like, oh yeah, I'm doing a root canal today too.
Yep. Let's just put a donkey died out back. Let me throw that.
Which is
tooth in
also
there.
fucking hilarious, because it's like, dude, and you think now, like anyone who is like a doctor, it's like, that's just your life. You have time for nothing. You're not another thing. Like, and this guy's a doctor, a dentist, and a fucking barber, and a pharmacist. It's like, this guy's just the GOAT. Like, how are you that many things? And back then, it was crazy because I was reading this thing. This guy in the 1800s, like, it was when they first started like keeping records of like surgeries and shit like that. And this guy is one of the few that have a 300% mortality rate in a surgery. He killed 3 people in one surgery. Killed his assistant by chopping his hand off accidentally, and then cut another.
On the surgery with a fucking assault?
He was amputating this guy's fucking leg, and his hand was another. Chopped his fucking hand off.
was like, hey,
chopped
here's a
the
shot of
other
whiskey.
assistant's finger off. He died by gangrene. He died by bleeding out. The other guy died from fucking shock.
Wow.
And he killed 3 people. And then again,
Triple kill, man.
Yeah, this guy got 3-piece. And then the funny thing is, because it's back in the middle of fucking nowhere, he did another surgery after.
Yeah.
And he's just like, he's like, oh yeah, I've just been a doctor this whole time and not going to tell you about the 3 people I killed.
Yeah, the
And
guy did the
He
complications.
did another amputation and then cut off this guy's balls accidentally. How do you cut off their balls
Accidentally?
What were you using?
A chainsaw?
A 20-foot hook? Like, what the fuck was he doing? was he using a guillotine? It's crazy, dude. Back then, that is why I've said it time and time again. Back then, okay, it would have been a blast to be a bad guy, like a criminal.
But God, there's no due process.
That's where the old school bank robbers walk in the saloons like this with the revolvers. They got the bags, the brown bags with the money sign on it, walking out of there. That would have been sick. Imagine running on a wagon. You got the police chasing you. What a rush, dude.
That's why I said you love Afghanistan.
That would be sick. I would not love Afghanistan.
Fuck. No, what I'm saying is that time.
You'd be a big prostitute guy back in the Wild West. Yeah, you'd always be at the saloons getting your freak on.
I mean,
after a hard day.
no, I'm just saying, like, back then.
Just the cowboy boots and spurs.
Yeah.
So the people downstairs can hear it.
Nothing else is clink, clink. No, I'm like, I don't think it'd be a
You'd probably get a drunken rage and end up killing one of them.
I don't have a drunken rage.
No, but you get crazy.
I get crazy.
You get crazy.
I don't get crazy.
Back then, it wasn't purified. It was hard alcohol.
Yeah,
You
that
probably-
was a shit. You got like half alcohol, half fucking.
You would have fucking
mold.
You would have walked down the bar. It's already closed because it was like a bar, saloon, and a hotel. You'd walk down there, like, give me another one.
I don't know where this. I'm actually pretty happy drunk.
I agree, but you're crazy.
I'm crazy.
Yeah, you're a little out there.
Not really.
You're a little worrisome sometimes.
Me.
Yeah.
I'm worrisome.
It's no longer me.
No,
You've taken the scepter.
I have grabbed said scepter.
I could tell you some things off camera, but
Sure. I mean, it's just I just step into shoes that are meant to be filled. I mean, I guess you ran the race
good way to
for
put
how
it.
many years, and you know,
but to be real,
you're in retirement.
how many like crazy ones that I actually have?
Crazy ones?
I don't know. I don't think I had that many worrisome.
Here's the thing: is we're
moments.
talking about drunken nights. I don't remember half of them, let alone
Yeah,
you
that's
do.
fair
So then
statement,
it's
yeah.
like if we start.
Well, I remember some, but
If we start telling them here, they're like, oh shit. Like,
yeah, then we'll start working.
yeah. It's like, ah, shit.
And then by the end of it, like, oh, maybe we have a problem.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
No, I think we both would throughout our years probably have an equal amount of crazy shit.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah. I think we both said some dumb shit, but it's always to each other, so it's fine. It's always, I know your look, and I do the same thing. It's always like, hey, look.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we
You know?
never say it's over, but it works.
I mean, maybe we would. Maybe
and then
we
we're
would.
drunk, and it's a little loud.
Well,
and we're like,
here's the thing. I feel like as much as I would like to say, like a lot of the time, I would like to say, you know, I bite my tongue a lot, and I realize I don't. I talk so much shit.
I actually am
all
not
the
actually dissing
time.
you here. No, you don't. I mean, it's a great quality. You know, we know exactly what you're thinking at all times, but no, you don't bite your tongue. You never have. I'm not
You
saying
know
that as a
exactly
bad
what I'm
thing.
thinking.
Yeah, because you just say it.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
saying
It's just-
for a long time I'm like, you know what? I'm pretty good. And then I get drunk and then I just realize like the whole night I was just talking shit. And I'm like, you know what? I'm actually not that good at that.
I'm not as good as that.
But it's one of those things like for a long time, like it's like the when it's about yourself, you sit there and you're like, you know what? I'm actually pretty, and you're like patting yourself on the back a little bit, and then you realize
said you don't think
realize
that. You
over
gave me
time-
shit for thinking that. You asked me if I thought I was a good person, and you said you know you're not a good person. You're like, you're probably going to say you think you are.
What does that have to do with what I'm saying?
Because you're talking about thinking that you're a good person.
I said think like biting my tongue when I want to talk shit.
Oh, okay.
So we're a little separate on that.
Sorry. Anyways, continue.
I was saying, like, you think about yourself as something, and then you're like, yeah, I'm pretty good at that. And then over time, and this is a conversation with yourself, you realize you're like, oh. You're like, actually, when I think about it, I'm fucking not.
Well, the
And
problem is there's so many things. Like, you can't be perfect.
I also can't help it, dude. I love to talk shit.
Yeah.
Fucking love it.
Talk shit about people or two people?
Both.
Yeah.
I love it. You do too.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Around trusted company.
I know. I exactly trust the company.
I think I'm very smart with who I say it to.
Yeah. Most of the time. I would say, but you do it just as much as I do.
Oh, yeah. I'm not
Like
denying
someone fucking walks in, oh, she could lose a few.
The problem is you and I know each other so now we don't really have to say it.
Dude, the
anymore.
funny thing is, like, there's been times, like, because me and you, it's usually just like to each other, but like we'll be out or something. But sometimes we've been out, and it's when I'm like in a very just like casual mode. I'm not even like really paying attention. Like maybe it's after we've done some partying, and I'm like, you know, I'm kind of just like not there. I'm just like kind of chilling, relaxing. Maybe we're enjoying the weather, whatever. And the funniest thing is because you will say, like to me, it's like something just out of pocket. And the thing is, like, I didn't even think we were there. We were just hanging out, and like I just look at you, just like, I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like the most out of pocket fucking thing I've ever fucking heard.
No, but what I think we're at now though is that we've known each other so long. A lot of times we don't say anything. We'll both look at something.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
just be like,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Oh, we're at 35.
All right.
Patreon.com/ATLT for episodes early-ish, exclusive content. Z, where can they find
Oh,
you?
they can find me at @Leslie on Instagram. James, where can they find you?
Jack_Spencer. Both of our Instagrams at the Around the Lunch Table page. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you next week.
And see ya.
Let's get rowdy up in here.